And welcome back, this is Scuba with more Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm joined as always by my getting to know each other squad of Dunban, Shulk, and Ricky. Fiora, Melia, Charlotte, and Ryan are along with us today. We have some work to do. We're going to be going through Heart to Hearts for the foreseeable future. We have a lot of things to go over because I have done a ton of work in the Affinity chart, sure. I've done a lot of work with Affinity between the party. So everybody is at least up to purple with each other, and there are a lot of pinks going around as well, especially with Dunban. Ryan's the one that's slacking, as it turns out. So we have a lot of heart to hearts to go through. We're going to be going through all the ones that are available to me at this point in the game. There are still some that are locked, but there are a good number that are available now. We will start here. This one is in Colony 6 on the main road near the main entrance. This one does require that you've gone through Galahad Fortress, and you need to have Nature level 3 in order for this one to unlock, but I have done that. This is between Shulk and Dunban. Strength of Heart. Incredible. To think this was all rubble not so long ago. That it was. The reconstruction is progressing very rapidly indeed. And the population is growing day by day. It just goes to show, people can't achieve anything when they really work together. Teamwork can fell insurmountable obstacles. Looking back on the Battle of Sword Valley, well, it's a miracle I survived. So we have two options. I've realized something, or it's because you're Dunban. Honestly, I would think that it's because you're Dunban is the worst option, but it's actually the better option. So let's go with, I've realized something. Sometimes you have to depend on other people for support. No one can do everything on their own. I agree. Strength in numbers. So I'm going to do whatever I can, however I can, to support you all. If we work together, we can make it through anything. I hear you, Shulk. That is a sound plan. So we have two options once more. I can't do this alone, or no man is an island. Honestly, having a hard time seeing the difference between the two, but I can't do this alone is the worst option. So we're going to pick that one. If I'd left Colony 9 on my own, I never would have made it this far. I think you're right, Shulk, and I would have fared the same. Having companions with us means more than we realize sometimes. They really do. Ryan especially, he's saved my skin over and over. But from now on, I'm gonna pull my weight. Don't diminish your achievements. You've done great things already. I can vouch for that. That's nice of you to say, Dunban. But I feel like I've got a long way to go, and I still need you. I know, Shulk. We all need each other in tough times. I'm no different. So let's keep looking out for each other and we'll all stay safe. So that's the worst option. It's not that bad though, to be honest. You might start noticing a trend when it comes to that kind of stuff, but we're still kind of friends. It didn't work out all that bad, but there are better ways for that to go. Strength of Heart, take 2. This time, better? No, the last one was not that bad. Incredible. To think this was all rubble not so long ago. That it was. The reconstruction is progressing very rapidly indeed. And the population is growing day by day. It just goes to show, people can achieve anything when they really work together. Teamwork can fell insurmountable obstacles. Looking back on the Battle of Sword Valley, well, it's a miracle I survived. I've realized something. Sometimes you have to depend on other people for support. No one can do everything on their own. I agree. Strength in numbers. So I'm going to do whatever I can, however I can, to support you all. If we work together, we can make it through anything. I hear you, Shulk. That's a sound plan. No man is an island. If it hadn't been for you guys, I'd have been completely lost. I know exactly what you mean. Alone we fall, but together we can achieve anything. I feel like all I ever achieve is waiting for everyone to save me. If anything, I'd say the opposite is true. But you know what? You wouldn't be you if you weren't fretting about these things. People say I'm a nice guy, but I just do what comes naturally. What feels right. That is what makes you special. Never lose that, Shulk. Now, how about we rejoin the others? Okay, Dunban. Thank you, by the way, for everything. I mean, a little better. Not too much, though. Strength of heart? Take 3. Incredible. To think this was all rubble not so long ago. That it was. The reconstruction is progressing very rapidly indeed, and the population is growing day by day. It just goes to show, people can achieve anything when they really work together. Teamwork can fell insurmountable obstacles. Looking back on the Battle of Sword Valley, well, it's a miracle I survived. It's because you're Dunban! Because I'm a hero, you mean? I am no hero. I'm not strong enough to be called that. Don't be silly, you're Dunban, the hero of the Homs! No one's stronger than you! Shulk, tell me something. What do you think of when you talk about strength? So we have 2 options. We have physical strength, which is the worst option, and strength of the heart, which is better. This one I feel is a little bit more obvious. The other ones this time have not been super obvious. But we're going to start with physical strength, because it's not the best option. You're not wrong. Without the brute force to repel your enemy, you are never safe. But is that the only meaning? What do you mean? You're strong and powerful. That's how you kept Colony 9 safe. Isn't that enough? It's plenty. In fact, it might even be too much. The truth about power is this. All power corrupts, and those who crave it will be corrupted by it. Corrupted? I don't understand. It was once explained to me as I explain it to you now. Those who crave ultimate power lose all else in their pursuit of it. Oh. If you were to seek such power, you might lose all of us. And I'm sure you don't want that. Of course I don't. You know how important you guys are to me. It's alright, Shulk. I don't really think that would happen to someone like you. Let's just call it food for thought. Come on, let's head back. Yeah, the others are waiting. Thanks for the lesson, Dunban. It was a real eye-opener. Well, we got some info out of it. I feel like there's still more to get, though. Strength of heart. The best way. Kind of give away the ending, don't they? Incredible. To think this was all rubble not so long ago. That it was. The reconstruction is progressing very rapidly indeed, and the population is growing day by day. It just goes to show, people can achieve anything when they really work together. Teamwork can fell insurmountable obstacles. Looking back on the Battle of Sword Valley, well, it's a miracle I survived. It's because you're Dunban! Because I'm a hero, you mean? I am no hero. I'm not strong enough to be called that. Don't be silly, you're Dunban, the hero of the Homs! No one's stronger than you! Shulk, tell me something. What do you think of when you talk about strength? Strength of the heart. Good answer, Shulk. I'd expect nothing less from you. The weak of heart eventually lose all they have gained. The only problem is I don't know how to get stronger in that sense. I can't exactly do exercises for it. You raise a valid point. It all depends on how firm your convictions are. If you have firm convictions, you are strong of heart. Dunban, do you have firm convictions? During my days as a soldier, I did anything I could to protect you all. So, I'd like to think so, I suppose. Then that means you're strong of heart. You said so yourself. So you're a hero after all. Maybe. Maybe not. I guess that's not for me to say. Well, you'll always be a hero to me, Dunban. Remember, this is just my definition of strength. There must be countless other possible definitions out there. I bet everyone has their own. Either way, I'm glad you told me. It all makes sense to me somehow. True strength, it comes from willpower, right? No need to be thanking me. You figured that one out yourself. In truth, choosing not to fight is the nobler path. And that's something you realize already, isn't it? Anyway, I think it's time to head back. Good idea. Let's join the others. They'll be waiting. And that is the best way to get through that one. And we're closer now. We already had Pink Heart Affinity, so it's not like it's gonna get better. But that is the best, I guess, conversation between Shulk and Dunban. I'll meet you at the next biggest conversation that we can have. You'll never guess who it's with. For our next heart-to-heart, we are back on the distant fingertip on Fallen Arm. And I apologize that I have to do this during the rain, but there's a level 95 monster that likes to hang out here during any time it's not raining, so I had to do it in order to get him to go away. So, we have a heart-to-heart. Did Ricky die? He's back. Don't fall off. We have a heart-to-heart here between Shulk and Ricky at Pink Heart Affinity. This is Those Waiting for You. Look, Shulk, look! Hidden Village get really small. It sure looks tiny from here. I can't believe we were down there not so long ago. What a view. Amazing! Ricky see Bionis so well from here. Ricky can see part where Oka and Little Pond are. I think you're right. All your family are waiting for the day you come home. But things are different for me. So we have two options. And since it's Ricky, they should be pretty easy to figure out. We have What Wrong, Shulk? And Stop Silly Talk, Shulk. Stop Silly Talk is the worst option. I think fairly obviously. So, Stop Silly Talk, Shulk. Shulk be very silly hom-hom. What did I say? Shulk need to remember all stuff that happened with friends. Shulk will realize something if he think really, really hard. Now we're as Shulk, so we get to switch. We have two options. We have About Our Journeys Together, or How Is This Relevant? Obviously, How Is This Relevant is the worst option, so we're going to pick it first. I remember it all, but what's that got to do with what we were talking about? Shulk still not understand? Ricky start water leak from eyes. Why is this getting you down? What did I say to make you feel like this? Tell me. Shulk really, really not know? Shulk meet many, many new friends on travels. All Shulk's friends will be waiting for Shulk to come back. Ricky needs Shulk to understand. Ricky know in his heart truth. I understand now. Otharin, Juju, and even the people of Hidden Village. Yes, well done, Shulk. So Shulk, stop saying silly things and put smile on Hom-Hom face. Wow, I'm kind of embarrassed. How did I miss that? Shulk, no now. Come on, Hom-Hom, back to work. I'm right behind you, Ricky. And I'm gonna give the others a great big hug when I see them. I owe you one, Ricky. Thanks. So once again, even though we picked the worst options, turned out pretty well. Pink Heart, we all care about each other. Those Waiting for You, take two. Apparently Otharin is the top of the list for Shulk. Oh no, that's a little weird for me. Look, Shulk, look! Hidden Village get really small. Sure looks tiny from here. I can't believe we were down there not so long ago. What a view. Amazing! Ricky see Bionis so well from here. Ricky can see part where Oka and Little Pond are. I think you're right. All your family are waiting for the day you come home. But things are different for me. Stop silly talk, Shulk. Shulk be very silly hom-hom. What did I say? Shulk need to remember all stuff that happened with friends. Shulk will realize something if you think really, really hard. About our journeys together? Yes. Shulk meet lots and lots of new people on his travels. All Shulk's new friends will be waiting to see Shulk again. Really? You think they'll still remember me? Yes, of course remember Shulk. So Shulk must not forget to remember friends either. Or Ricky go hereupon mad at Shulk. Then I'd better not forget. Thank you, Ricky. You've helped me realize something important. I have my very own family already. Hereupon need no thanks. Ricky forget Dun Dun want him. Now Ricky get Biff Bash on head. He's a funny one. But thanks, Ricky. I owe you one. And now we'll never have the opportunity to repay it. Dunban, are you gonna hit him on the head? Those waiting for you? Take 3. Look, Shulk, look! Hidden Village get really small. It sure looks tiny from here. I can't believe we were down there not so long ago. What a view. Amazing! Ricky see Bayana so well from here. Ricky think can see part where Oka and Little Pond are. I think you're right. All your family are waiting for the day you come home. But things are different for me. What wrong, Shulk? Shulk not look happy. Shulk need to talk to Uncle Ricky. Maybe I should. But I kind of feel like you wouldn't understand. No, Ricky understand everything. Believe in Ricky, Shulk. So, we have 2 options. We have, that was mean, I'm sorry, or, okay, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing is actually the better one. So we're gonna pick that was mean, I'm sorry, which leads to a different conversation. That was mean, I'm sorry. I can't really tell you everything. Still hurts to remember it. Shulk not trust Ricky? But Shulk knows Ricky has 11 Little Pond. Why are you so eager anyway? Ricky not want to see Shulk's upside down smile. Hiding feelings is bad for soul. Shulk should let it all out. I guess, but also Ricky know that Shulk must want to talk. So Ricky wait for good day when Shulk talk to Ricky. Thanks, Ricky. When I feel I'm ready, I'll let you know. You cool with that? Ricky very cool. Ricky and Shulk very best friends. Friends always listen to friends, and Ricky and Shulk best friends. Shulk want to go back now? Dun Dun and all friends will be worried. You're a good friend, Ricky. Once again, we're putting off a conversation that probably should have taken place here. We don't have too many options left. Those waiting for you, the best way. Look, Shulk, look! Hidden Village get really small. It sure looks tiny from here. I can't believe we were down there not so long ago. What a view. Amazing! Ricky see Bayana so well from here. Ricky think can see part where Oka and Little Pond are. I think you're right. All your family are waiting for the day you come home. But things are different for me. What wrong, Shulk? Shulk not look happy. Shulk need to talk to Uncle Ricky. Maybe I should. But I kind of feel like you wouldn't understand. No, Ricky understand everything. Believe in Ricky, Shulk. Okay, here's the thing. My parents died a long time ago. So when I go home, there won't be anyone waiting. That is big shame. Ricky sudden realize. Ricky have good idea. What is it, Ricky? Ricky become Shulk's daddy pond. Then Shulk get new mama pond too. Live like happy family. What was that, Ricky? Shulk use big hom-hom brain. Shulk can live with Ricky and Oka. Then Shulk have family waiting. Shulk never get sad again. Shulk not like Ricky's idea? Ricky very, very sorry, Shulk. Ricky only want to see Shulk happy. No, it's not that. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you so much. No one's ever asked me to be a part of their family. Shulk not worry anymore. Ricky wanna always see big hom-hom smile from ear to ear. Then Shulk go show Melly and all friends smile to cheer them up. Why wait, Ricky? I'll go and show them right now. You're a great friend, Ricky. And so now Shulk is kind of part of Ricky's family. He didn't officially say yes, but I'm pretty sure Ricky's going to count that as a yes. Time to meet you at the next one. Our next heart-to-heart takes place in Alchemoth at an area known as the Sky Terrace. For those of you that don't remember where this is, it is up the teleporter at Ascension Hall. There's the audience chamber where a lot of the important decisions get made in Alchemoth, where Kalian was, the Emperor was, Melia was, but they're not there anymore. So this is Sky Terrace. It overlooks all of, well, there's Alchemoth way the hell down there. It overlooks a lot of the Aerith Sea and Prison Island as well. There is a heart-to-heart here between Rhine and Melia at Pink Heart Affinity. It's called a breathtaking sight. Let's talk about the sight around here. It is quite nice. And of course, we'll do what we can to piss Melia off to start. Pretty sure she's the one that gets upset this time. Check that out. How high are we? Man, Alchemoth, what a place. Careful, another step and you shall not be seen tomorrow. How in Bionis did you get the entire city to float? Amazing. It's quite simple, really. Right, yeah, simple, she says. I can't get enough of this breeze, though. Makes me feel alive. So we have two options. I quite agree. Or you enjoy it up here. So apparently we're going to be pissing Rhine off. We're going to start with you enjoy it up here, because that's the worst option. You enjoy it up here? Personally, I'm not entirely keen on such high places. You what? You live on these floating rocks and you're scared of heights? I wouldn't put it quite like that. You can't hide it from me. I can see it in your eyes, Melia. So we have such an irritating brute, or I shall grant him this one. I think it's pretty obvious which one's the worst one. Let's continue the argument. Such an irritating brute. The truth is, when I was young, I fell from this very precipice. Ever since, I cannot bring myself to look over the edge. You must be joking. Why? You're seriously telling me you fell from here and lived? Yes, I cannot tell you how, but I have no memory of it. That is one heck of a tale, Melia. Everyone has a story or two to tell. This is mine. Now come on, Rhine. Time to go. Impressive. Nice story, Melia. You winged bunch or funny lot. Charlotte was right. Rhine can be sweet. Every now and then. Almost. I'm gonna give that one an almost. So let's try it again. A breathtaking sight, a little bit better this time. Check that out. How high are we? Man, Alchemoth, what a place. Careful, another step and you shall not be seen tomorrow. How in Bionis did you get the entire city to float? Amazing. It's quite simple, really. Right, yeah, simple, she says. I can't get enough of this breeze, though. Makes me feel alive. We're still going to be a little mean, though. You enjoy it up here? Personally, I'm not entirely keen on such high places. You what? You live on these floating rocks and you're still scared of heights? I wouldn't put it quite like that. You can't hide it from me. I can see it in your eyes, Melia. I shall grant him this one. It is true. I am afraid that I might fall off the edge. It is due to a bad experience I had in my childhood. You're joking, right? It's nothing, look! What? And how is it, Rhine? Whoa! Are you alright, Rhine? I feel dizzy. Head spinning. You were right, I'm staying back. I told you so, Rhine. Melia, you try it now, but whatever you do, don't fall off. I'm fine where I am, thank you. and kindly stop messing around. Come on, I was only playing. Yeah, no, I wouldn't stand at the edge of that thing either. A breathtaking sight, take 3. Check that out. How high are we? Apparently very. Man, Alchemoth, what a place. Careful, another step and you shall not be seen tomorrow. Oh, and by honest, did you get the entire city to float? Amazing. It's quite simple, really. Right, yeah, simple, she says. I can't get enough of this breeze, though. Makes me feel alive. I quite agree. Gazing across our beloved land, it's a sight like no other. All those fears and worries just seem to melt away. So you feel it too, eh? It reminds me of when I used to sneak out of school. I'd go watch the clouds go by from the highest hill in the colony. I have to say that sounds just like you, Ryan. Shulk would come looking for me and we'd argue about me skiving off. He'd eventually give up and we'd hang out until school was over. What? But I cannot imagine Shulk being so naughty. Look, Shulk's always been a bit of a rule breaker, just like me. So we have 2 options once more. Poppycock. Poppycock, I say. Or, I got that impression. Poppycock obviously is the worst answer, so I want to say it over and over again. Poppycock! I cannot believe that Shulk is anything like you, Ryan. Oh, so that's how you think, is it? Tell me, if he's so different to me, what's he doing here? Whatever do you mean? Us 2 chose to leave behind our old lives and get revenge. Even though Dunban said something about treasuring life. The point is, Shulk didn't listen, and that's the Shulk I know. I see. It don't matter what kind of danger there is out there. We live by our own rules. I somewhat get your point, Ryan. I am jealous, in a way. I have spent my life constrained by the expectations of my peers. Well, my way works for me, and your way works for you. You can't just do random whatever because of all your responsibilities. But you think I'd last 5 minutes being top dog of your people? The Ministry of Health requires daily triathlons of all citizens. They'd be up in arms. Agreed. Best to focus on more suitable manners. Exactly. Now come on, let's find the others. Or we could try it again. A breathtaking sight, the proper way. Check that out, how high are we? Man, Alchemoth, what a place. Careful, another step and you shall not be seen tomorrow. How and by honest did you get the entire city to float? Amazing. It's quite simple, really. Right, yeah, simple, she says. I can't get enough of this breeze, though. Makes me feel alive. I quite agree. Gazing across our beloved land, it's a sight like no other. All those fears and worries just seem to melt away. So you feel it too, eh? It reminds me of when I used to sneak out of school. I'd go watch the clouds go by from the highest hill in the colony. I have to say that sounds just like you, Ryan. Shulk would come looking for me and we'd argue about me skiving off. He'd eventually give up and we'd hang out until school was over. What? But I cannot imagine Shulk being so naughty. Look, Shulk's always been a bit of a rule breaker, just like me. I got that impression. When the Telethia surprised me in the tomb and you all appeared, your presence shocked me greatly. Hans had never set foot inside the tomb before. We've been breaking down barriers like that for years. I heard he even argued with my brother. He sensed I was in danger and persuaded him to let you find me. What is it, Ryan? I'm the one who stood up to Kalian, not Shulk. Really? It was you? And it was Dunban that sealed the deal. So it wasn't Shulk after all. I say something wrong? No, not at all. But I'm no longer in the mood to chat. Let us leave. And that's somehow the best result of that, even though Melia's hopes about Shulk have been partially dashed. Speaking of dashing, though, this is absolutely necessary. How far do I make it before they... Oh, I can't make it very far at all before they kill me off. That's kind of disappointing. They'll probably drop me back in Ascension Hall, too. And there we go. Okay, camera. Camera. There we go. It wasn't working for a second, but I got it. All right. I'll meet you at the next heart-to-heart.